Our term is efflux.
Bacteria and the boys are resistant. The girls are antibiotics entering the bacteria. The resistance pushes the antibiotics out using an efflux pump.
What is efflux?
Did someone say efflux? Let me tell you about it. Our key term is efflux. Efflux is a way for bacteria to gain resistance to an antibiotic by pumping out that antibiotic after it enters the cell. I'm bacteria 1.
I'm bacteria 2.
I'm bacteria 3.
I'm antibiotic.
Efflux is when the bacteria pushes the antibiotic out of the cell through the efflux pump.
Efflux is a way for bacteria to protect themselves from antibiotics.
Our form of resistance is destruction. That's when the antibiotics enter the bacteria cell and the enzymes kill the antibiotics.
Hello, today we will be describing how the destruction of antibiotics works. I am the bacteria. First, the bacteria releases the enzyme. It goes and attacks the antibiotic, rendering it ineffective against the cell.
Destruction, when the bacteria kills the antibiotics that came inside of it.
Antibiotics, such as the male specimen, can block basic bacterial functions. When bacteria mutate, their enzymes can change shape. This allows bacteria to function despite the antibiotic.
A mutation is a permanent alteration of a nucleotide sequence.
I died.
Madison died because she was not resistant to the antibiotic. However, if she mutates with Mason, then she will become resistant.
I live!
Conjugation transfers antibiotic resistance. A bridge forms between two bacterial cells, allowing plasmids to be transferred, enabling antibiotic resistance.
Conjugation is when bacterial cells transfer DNA. The two cells bridge together and transfer DNA plasmid into each other, and that's one way antibiotic resistance is spread.
The two girls in this video represent two bacterial cells. When one coughs, she represents the donor bacteria that transfers the flu plasmid, or in this example, the flu, through direct contact. When she shakes the person's hand, the flu is transferred.
Conjugation. Basically, the bacteria has resistance and then goes to another bacteria and gives some resistance there, and that bacteria goes to another bacteria and gives some resistance and there, and it just continues along the path.
Well, yeah, do it. Oh my god, oh my god. Girl, ain't that zing? Yes. Don't enough got a girlfriend? Girl, I don't care. I don't care, girl, he's still cute. Yes.
Walked in this party and these girls looking at me. Skinny jeans on and you know my head nappy. Hey, 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 okay, okay. I want y'all to do this dance now. Juju on that beat, juju on that beat, juju on that, juju on that, juju on that beat. Now slide, chop, hit hit them for no stop, hey. Don't stop, hey. Don't stop, hey. Run a man on that beat.
Here lies Imagana. He's yet another victim of transformation. Every year, millions of dead bacteria are robbed of their antibiotic-resistant genes. Victims of transformation are left with nothing to leave for their families. Don't let them go geneless. Call the number 1-800-HELP-IMA now and donate as little as 47 cents to help bacteria.
Transformation is the genetic alteration of a cell by introduction of extraneous DNA. Transformation works when one bacteria dies and the other bacteria picks up its resistance.
Transduction transfers antibiotic resistance. Its bacterial DNA is transferred through a bacteriophage or virus, and it infects the bacteria and brings along its resistance gene from the previous bacteria.
Transduction is the process of transferring antibiotic resistance between bacteria through viruses. Here we see a bacteria with a resistance gene. A virus then comes and infects the bacteria. The virus then replicates and incorporates the resistance gene with its own DNA. The many viruses created move on to infect other bacteria.
My genes.
During infection, the new bacteria receives antibiotic resistance. It is much more likely to survive an antibiotic action.
Transduction. Okay, basically Noah, aka the bacteriophage, has resistance, and then Scott, aka the bacteriophage, comes along with some genetic info, which he gives some to the bacteria. Yeah, no, Noah, and then Noah gives resistance to the bacteriophage, and then Scott gives one of the resistances to Katie, aka another bacteria, and then Scott leaves.